wipe it, get all the oil out of it. Yeah, generally it doesn't look too bad. It's just here when the lower clamp holds it. So we'll see if we can get that off. Again, just some metal polish, just with the rag. Don't use anything more scratchy like Scotch-Brite. Well, some people use steel wool with good results and they don't damage it, but with that polishing paste it just does the job. Yeah, it's coming off nicely. I can show you here a tiny bit. Still go more over it, but you see all that rust is gone from here. So yeah, let me do that, clean that bit, and then I'll show you how to put the oil in. Okay, so when you do forks, the manual can state different things, either how much oil you need to put and what is the air gap, sometimes both, sometimes just one of them. And here I had both information, so I'm gonna pour it from the jar because I had 1 liter of oil on a shelf that I can use for that, and I just got 2 even jars just to divide it between the 2 because I wasn't sure if I used a little tiny bit of that bottle before or not, but well, yeah, so that's why I divided it. That's why I'm using the jar, so I know how much I need to put. So hey, something went wrong with the camera or battery, but anyway, we're back. So that's around half a liter, so I put like half of what I need to put. I can put a bit more. Now I'm gonna get that funnel out, and basically you need to work the fork, just pump it up and down. You hear it all slurping and bubbling. I'm gonna do it in 2 stages. First, just half of the oil, then put all the rest, and you will see inside and we get you could see inside. When I go up and down, there's gonna be a lot of air coming out, a lot of air bubbles. So basically I'm gonna do that a couple of times, add the rest of the oil, and then keep doing that until I don't see any more bubbles. And then when I reach that point, I'm gonna measure the air gap. I'm gonna show you how to do it in a second. Okay, now time to measure the air gap. I finally got myself a tool. So basically you have a scale on that bit, and you just set it to the level that you want. You put it into the fork, and then it will just suck all the excess of oil until you reach the level of air that's just gonna sit on top of the oil. And also usually the manual tells you how to and when to measure it. Sometimes you need to have the springs in, some spacers in, sometimes everything out. In my case, everything is out now, so you just measure it when the fork is compressed, so the inner tube is in, and yeah, that's all you need to do. So you put that in and then just get the excess out. Obviously, if you start doing that and there's no oil in the syringe, that means that you have not enough oil and you need to add more. But I'm good, the oil is coming out. Yeah, and now it just so now you know you're good. I'm just gonna drain that, come back and do it again, double check. Yeah, it's in again. Okay, so I can just so that's done. Now the rest is very straightforward. It's just putting the insides as they were in the same order. That's why I placed it on the rack. How it goes. So spring, washer, spacer, cap. So I'm going to clean those bits before and then yeah, back in. And then also when you put in the cap, just put it as best as you can here. And then when you put it back on the bike, you clamp it, then you can torque the cap to the whatever manual tells you to. Easy. Took the front caliper off too because, well, basically it's just dirty, but it works okay, so no issue. But since I'm polishing the whole wheel and doing everything looking nice, I don't want to leave that dirty bastard there. So I'm gonna just take it apart, grease everything, but it looks good and it's quite of a old school design. We have those slides like in the car, but it moves, so that's good. You can see the slide is moving as it should, not seized, so that's alright. A bit squeaky, so probably need some fresh grease. So yeah, I think it's worth to take it apart and yeah, clean it and make it nicer. This I checked, it's already quite tight, but that's why I need to get out to release the pin holding the pads, because pads look still good, so I don't need to replace them. So that is the pin going through the pads. See, that's all nasty and dirty. So let's go over it with Scotch-Brite. And now I should be able to get the pads out. Just like that. Now I'll be able to move that slide out of the way. Oh, that's the spring. Also gonna get it nice and clean. It's worth to just remember how it was inside, so you don't have to spend hours later thinking how to put it back in. Like I will probably have to do later. But anyway, figure that later. Here are the pistons. They are pretty far out, so good thing is I can just have good access to clean them too while it's out. And pull the slide off. Yeah, there's some old grease, but not too much of it. Inside looks quite dry. It's quite dry, old grease, so will be a good thing to replace it for sure. Okay, so that and that is pretty much all we need to do in regards to taking it apart. So yeah, let me just clean it. It will take a minute and I'll be back with you to show you how to put it back together. Okay, so I have all the parts ready and cleaned. I retracted the pistons, but before that I've cleaned them with the wire brush, and I have this tool too, which is great, that you can go in without having to grab them on the smooth surface. So you can grab them from the inside, you can rotate them so you can clean them all around. So first I got this rubber out just to clean it, so we can slide that in place. So that goes in here. Now the small spring that goes in like that. The bigger spring that goes on this side like that, so parts will be sliding on it and the pin would hold it down. So we can put that in. So now we can see how nicely it's moving. Can wipe off the excess of grease because we don't want the dirt to be sticking to it and making a mess. So that looks good, that works great. Now the pads, they look a bit thin, but I checked the manual and it says that the wear limit is 1.5 millimeters, so no point changing it now just because they're not new. I think it's worth just to use them. So that's in. Now we need to put the pin through here. So now the spring works, so we need to set the pads on this side in the groove, and now slightly press on them so we can slide the pin. Okay, obviously that goes there, but I want to torque it. I'll do it in a second, but yeah, that looks so much better. Now I can happily go back on the bike next to the wheel that I got off it, the front one, so I'm gonna attack that next.